What up, y'all? It is Araneae Storm checking in for the Mercury sign series. For those of y'all that just now checking in for the first time, my name is Araneae Storm and I am your Cosmic Rootwork astrologer. I specialize in Mars activations as well as North Node and South Node consultations. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can hit me up at araneastorm.wix.com/info, and you can also find me on all social media at Araneae Storm. So if this is your first time coming in, you want to learn more about astrology, or you got a Mercury in Scorpio, or you know somebody that got a Mercury in Scorpio, then you come to the right place. You feel me? So, what is Mercury? Let's get into it. First, before I do start this, I just want to let y'all know that this is a general description of Mercury and Scorpio from my own personal mind, brain, research, things of nature. But you do want to check the aspects to your Mercury sign to see how it kind of influences this placement per se. So like I said, I just want to let everybody to know that because I definitely have comments where people ask, well, I'm not, or I'm not this, or I'm not. And I'm just like, baby, because it's a general reading. It's okay. This might not be for you. And also, not even just the aspects to your Mercury, but the rest of your, chart, your environment, the way you were raised, all this shit plays into this stuff. So I just want to let y'all know before I start. But let's get back to the Mercury. So what is Mercury? Mercury, home rulers is Gemini and Virgo. You know what I mean? We're talking about communication here, the way you communicate on a day-to-day, the way you like to be communicated with, in a sense. This also rules, short distance travel, as well as like your siblings and things like that. This is the energy surrounding that. Just a brief description of Mercury. But this is definitely, and I've been saying this for all the rest of the videos, this is one placement that I feel like kind of gets looked over a lot. We tend to focus on like the big three, and then we're like, oh, what's the Venus and the Mars? And I'm just like, yo, the Mercury though, what's the Mercury? I need to know how we communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you communicating with me and how am I communicating with you? Because we all communicate differently. You feel me? So, this is very important. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to spend too much time on Mars, but the Mercury and the Mars, when you realize how somebody communicates and when you realize what somebody does when they are either passionate about something or when they get mad about something, oh, baby, you really get to see the thick of a person. You feel me? So, this is very important when we're talking about mercurial energy. This is the way that we connect with spirit, through spirit. It is the spirit. You know what I mean? It is the messenger God. So when you figure out this energy and you figure out what's going on with somebody's Mercury sign, or you figure out what's going on with your own Mercury sign, oh, the shit gets thick and deep. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So definitely look into the Mercury. But we are going to be moving into Mercury and Scorpio. And I don't think I've been saying this for like the last three, the Libra, Virgo, and Leo, but I'm also going to get into the environment and also get into travel places and things like that to kind of recharge this energy. I'm probably gonna make a separate video about Mercury and just recharging this different kind of energy and things like that of the planetary energy. So I won't go too deep into it, but I just want to say that I will mention it. I'm so sorry to my Mercury Leos, Virgos, and Libras. And shit, it might be other ones. I feel like I mention it in every now and then. But yeah, let's get into it. So Mercury and Scorpio off top. Because Mercury and Scorpio, this is fixed water we're talking about, but because Scorpio is Scorpio due, and I am recording this as Mercury is moving through Scorpio in retrograde right now, so this is the perfect time. And I think by the time this drops, Mercury will be out of Scorpio. So yeah, it's all good. Very fiery. You know, a lot of people get Scorpio misconstrued for a fire sign because it's very sharp, it's very blunt, and it just kind of says what it has to say. Like, honestly, if you really want to know the truth of the matter, if you're asking Mercury and Scorpio for your opinion, baby, buckle your seatbelt, okay? Because there is not going to be saving feelings or saving face. Mercury Libra is more like a save face energy. It'll kind of beat around the bush. I didn't even mention this for real, but y'all got the gist, Mercury and Libra. But it'll kind of beat around the bush and kind of say the things that you want to hear, so it's not necessarily hurting your feelings to the max or to the core. Mercury and Scorpio, no seats are given, you know what I mean? Or seats are given, you know what I'm saying? It's all put out in the open. There is no in between. It just says what the fuck it has to say. So it's not really for the weak, you know what I mean? This is like very hit or miss energy. The communication style for this energy is like either you fuck with it or you don't. And a lot of people don't like necessarily hearing the truth, even if they say they do. So this is not an energy that you want to come into and try to play fake or try to, you know, not come all the way 100%, because Mercury and Scorpio is able to see all through it. Is able to cut through and see all through that bullshit, getting to the bottom. It's this mercurial energy of, you know, the phoenix rising through the ashes, death and transformation, the tower card, if you will. It's not, you know what I'm saying? This is not that energy to kind of like, you know, play like motherfuckers don't know, because they know. You feel me? Very sharp. It's very probing energy, very penetrative energy. So this is a type of energy, kind of like what I think I said is about Scorpio moon, and even rising if I said, but this is just a deeper seated. Like Mercury and Scorpio, because it's so intuitive and it's already picking up on the energy before you say something, it's really hard to lie to this kind of energy. It's really hard to try to, you know, manipulate the truth of this kind of energy, because it's like, you a bold-faced lie. Lie again. This is... Listen, Mercury and Scorpio is like, lie again. I'm sitting here reading you. You think you could lie to me? Wow. And they might not say this on the outside, but on the inside, they're just looking at you like, yeah. Tell me what he did again. Perfect example. So I've been watching Dexter. And Dexter has I know for a fact that Dexter has scorpionic energy. He definitely has scorpionic energy. Yes. So there was a scene in Dexter, I think it was in the 6th season. There was the Trinity killer. So the Trinity killer, and I'm not gonna go too deep into this, had a son, had a whole family, actually had multiple families, but this was the last family that they had before he literally slaughtered them. It's crazy. He had a son, and the son ended up killing the mama. And I'm sorry if this is graphic for y'all. I just want to explain like how this energy can play out. Literally, basically the son killed the mama, and the sister was already kind of on her way after, you know, Dexter kind of slaughtered the Trinity killer. He was wilding. Obviously, like Dexter didn't just go off because it was just something to do. Like he was literally wilding, killing little boys, putting them in under the houses that he was building, and then this nonprofit organization, Habitat for Humanity. Like it was crazy. So. It was wild. So basically he caught up, long story short, he caught up to the dude, he caught up to the son, and basically he was the only one who lived through this killing of the mother and his sister. And so Dexter had already deaded the Trinity killer, the daddy. He already deaded him, so he knew what happened to him. So he drove all the way from Miami to Nebraska to figure out what happened to his daddy, because he just wanted, you know, he was protecting him from his daddy, you know, and things like that. So he just wanted to make sure he was okay. But Dexter knew that this man had slaughtered his mama and his sister. You know what I'm saying? He already knew, because he, you know what I mean? Like he knows, like he's a blood analyst. So he already knew, like the scene, just everything wasn't adding up. And he finally figured out, oh, the sun, gotcha. So he wanted to pay him a visit. He pulls him out of his job, and he's basically like, yo, so tell me what happened. Mercury and Scorpio. So tell me what happened at the scene. Like, how did everything happen when everything went down? Because the little boy basically said the Trinity killer, which is his daddy, came and slaughtered the mama and the sister, but he got away scotch-free type shit. So basically, he said, so tell me what happened. So the boy starts explaining what happened. He was like, yeah, I'm trying to get out. And all of a sudden, I like whacked him, da da da. And he's sitting here like, yeah, so when you whacked him, did you step back a couple times, or did you, like, he's literally, and he's going in. So he's like, so did you see your dad when he came in, or did you, he was like, no, I heard him. First he said he seen him, then he was like, no, I heard him. So Dexter was just sitting here like, oh yeah. He was allowing, Mercury and Scorpio, he was allowing this man to lie. He was allowing this man to literally tell the story. It's like the meme that you see when you know your homie is lying, but you tell the story. You let him tell the story anyway. Mercury and Scorpio. It's like, I already know you lying, but I'm going to just let you cook, because you seem like you got this. So, to bring it all back, I spent some time on that. To bring it all back, you're not going to get away with it, B. Unless they just all out of their system, they know. All right. So, I put down here, this is detective energy. You know what I'm saying? They're always trying to get to the bottom of it. Honestly, when they are trying to get to the bottom of some of this stuff, this can get very obsessive, very vengeful energy. This is a type of energy Mercury and Scorpio can come into stalking, like fake pages, even 8th house mercurial energy. Like, this can get very or 8th house energy. It can get very stockish type of energy, making creating fake pages with anime characters on it, and then stalking, or just no profile at all and stalking somebody's page. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it can go there. You feel me? Cutting through the BS. Highly spiritual though. Mercury in Scorpio is very intuitive. This is communicating with the dead. Mercury in Scorpio is able to communicate with the dead if they harness their energy. You can definitely create with energy that has passed along, has moved on. Anubis is coming up for me, for y'all. The Egyptian god Anubis, weighing the feather and the heart energy of the going from the after, or to the transitioning somebody's spirit in this life into the afterlife. So it's very much so that kind of energy. Spiritual, very highly spiritual, connected. They might not tell you, or they might not open up and explain this to you, but just know that if you do harness this energy, this is definitely a power that you definitely have. It probably, honestly, especially as a child, it probably scared the shit out of you. You probably never told anybody. I mean, and sometimes you could, like I said, depending on what aspects and everything else that's going on in your chart, maybe you have expressed this to people, but for the most part, I feel like Mercury and Scorpios keep a lot of stuff, very reserved energy, and they keep a lot of things inside. Because it's hidden. They keep a lot of things hidden. This is a cult. On a higher frequency, because it could go two ways. And not to say when you expose somebody, it's necessarily negative, depending on what's being exposed. But it can go from like exposing the trash or tarnish somebody's name. Or this can be exposure of just bringing the truth out into the open. Definitely that energy. Like, let me just bring out the truth, and so people know what's actually going on. But also on this energy, on the opposite side of this energy, this is people that will keep your secrets, will hold your secrets. Like, this is the energy, for the most part, that you can trust to keep your secrets close to them. This is the type of energy that's like, I will keep this going until the grave. Like, I'll keep this secret until the grave. Yes. He's trying to get in. Come here. You trying to get inside? Yeah. Come here. Come here, boy. I'm come here. Boy. You see Keli? Say hi, Pa. I know you want to get inside. I know. Okay. Oh, yes. You just trying to get inside. Come on. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Come on. Go ahead. Alright. Anyway, y'all. So, this is definitely that energy. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the bottom of it, reserved other people's money. You know, this is the master manifestation energy of being able to pull things and draw things to it, or just its own energy, because it's very powerful. So, telepathic communication like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I see it. I want it. I got it. I don't know. I forgot what it is. Dun, dun, dun. That's like y'all's theme music. And dun, I see it. I want it. I get it. I get it. That's Ariana Grande. Something is something is something is something. I'm a Scorpio when I get that shit, yeah. I don't know the words, but if I see that shit, I best believe I get it. I see it. I got it. I want it. I bought it. It's very that much. It's definitely that energy. It's like, I see you. I want you. You know what I'm saying? I see that. I want that. I'm going to get it. Period. You know what I mean? And they'll focus their mental energy, because we're talking about Mercurial here. They'll focus their energy on this thing. They'll keep focusing their energy on this thing. Bam. And it might not come the way they want it to. And that's another thing. Fixed water we talking about. So it's like, I mean, I got it, but I didn't want it like this. I wanted it like, Don't be disrespectful. The ancestors. Don't be disrespectful. Mercury and Scorpio. If it didn't come how you wanted it, why? It's because probably you wasn't supposed to have it the way you want it, baby. You gotta be appreciative of it. You know what I mean? But you'll get it. You will definitely get it. If you put that work in, if you meet your people halfway, and if it's for you, it will come to you. If you focus your energy. So you also got to be, especially with this energy, because it's so deep, and it's the depth, and it's sex. It's all this energy, you know what I mean? From the dirt up, the ground up energy, from the waters, from the deep waters, the black waters at the bottom of the ocean up. You know, you want to be very careful with the things that you're thinking about. You can literally put spells on motherfuckers with just a thought. You know what I mean? I was telling somebody else in the comments, this wasn't necessarily, they didn't necessarily have a Mercury Scorpio court, because I ain't dropped this, but for real, just Scorpio energy is like, I'm not going to go into the whole comment, but it was just like wishing death on somebody. I know this is like very on some other shit. Even if you're feeling vengeful, revengeful, whatever you want to call it, obsessive, pissed, mad, rage, anger, whatever the case may be, it can happen. It can happen. It can happen. A death wish for Scorpio? Oh, yeah. So I just want y'all to be very careful with the things that you are thinking about, especially if it's coming from a negative or just a dark place. I'm not saying that you can't, because you do experience dark emotions and just a level of depth within your emotions, but I'm just saying you want to be careful with what you wish for, because those things definitely come true. And you know, just I guess keep in mind the things that you are thinking about, and how you're talking to yourself, and how you, not only you're talking to yourself, but how you're talking to yourself about other people, because it's like you're spell casting, regardless, subconsciously, unknowingly, you're spell casting on people. You know what I mean? Very intense, very, very intense energy, but very powerful at the same time. Very very mysterious energy. This is the type of energy that is very sexual, but it's not outwardly sexual. This is one thing I want y'all to understand about Scorpio energy. Not to say that Scorpio energy can't like be, but this is just the energy. It's just like that pull. You know what I mean? It's just, it draws you in just by its energy. Mercury and Aries, because this is Mars energy, so we're talking about platonic, you know, Scorpio energy, but also Mars rules energy. Aries is just Mercury, Mars. A Mercury and Aries is gonna be like, yo, what's good? Like, I like you. You know what I mean? Like, I want you. You know what I mean? Like, it's very upfront. More so, Mercury and Scorpio is just kind of, it's the look. It's about the look. It's the eyes. You know what I mean? They communicate through body language. They communicate through, the physical, that watery vibe that they got going about them. Their mind, their mental is channeled into your energy, and they pull you in. It's very seductive. It seduces your energy. You know what I mean? A fucking Mercury and Scorpio could be clear across the room, minding their fucking business, and all of a sudden, in the club, you see their ass, and then you like, oh, damn, like, damn, who is that? Because they've already seen you. They've already tapped into your energy. They're calling you over. So you want to know more. So you, God damn, who is this? God damn. And you like, let me get closer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, what's up with you? Ooh, I don't know what it is about you, but I felt like you was calling me. You was calling me over to you. Like, you know what I mean? Pull you in. It pulls you in. You know what I mean? And then when you get behind the scenes, it's a whole different setup. You feel me? You feel me? So I'm just saying, very much so, that energy, emotional intelligence, level of depth. Scorpio does not like surface-based shit. They get irritated even if they don't tell you. They do not like surface-based energy. Keep that for the Geminis. You know what I'm saying? They don't they like to get deep. They want to know. But what I am going to say, once you're going to get into the manipulation, if a Scorpio is so into you, or a Mercury and Scorpio is so into you and digging out and pulling out information from you, but they're not giving it back, heed, baby boy, or baby girl, baby whatever the fuck you are. Heed that energy, because you want that energy to be reciprocal. You feel me? You want that energy to be reciprocal. So just as much as Mercury and Scorpio wants you to open up to them, they need to open up to you. Yes. I know Scorpios is like, why you telling all my business? Oh my God, for real. Yes. The probing, baby. Y'all got to open up to each other, and you got to be able to trust that the other person will hold your secrets, or you can be vulnerable with the person. Vulnerability is a big thing for Mercury and Scorpio, just as much as you want the other person to be vulnerable with you. I'm just saying, it takes two to make the things go right. In all situations. I'm not even just talking about in a one-on-one relationship with somebody, but just your friendships and everything outside of that. Just, keep that definitely in mind. Hiding something, they know you and you will be exposed, or you might expose the self. This is the type of energy is like you get around it and you just want to start telling all your stuff without them doing shit. You just want to tell it all. You want to just say it, and Scorpio's like, oh yeah, oh, that's what's up. All right, that's nice, that's what's up, nice. Meanwhile, you're just like, damn, I feel like I've said everything about myself. What about you? What's your life? They like, it was cool. Yeah. This is the energy, like I said, it can definitely be manipulative if you allow it to be manipulative. And manipulation, I want y'all to understand, is not, it's sides to manipulation. There's ways to manipulate your reality and how you view your perspective in this world and your reality, but then there's also just emotional manipulation, you know what I mean, and things like that, making one thing seem this way, or one thing, you know what I mean, like, just, you know what it is, you feel me? You need a confidant. You need people who you can trust, that you can tell your secrets to, that you do trust, that can keep that energy, and you can feel that sense of I don't even want to use the word unity, but that camaraderie with people. So you are able to open up in a way that is transparent with people, so they don't, they don't feel like, or, I just feel like when you have, of course you are the keeper of secrets, the occult, the unknown, the hidden, and things like that, but you need people around you that's going to give you that same energy that you give other people as well. You know what I mean? It's in terms of holding those secrets. And I'm not saying all Mercury Scorpios are going to be that for you, but when it is in high vibration and high frequency, yeah, they will. They are very protective of their people, very protective of themselves. You know what I'm saying? So if a Scorpio is cutting and stinging your ass on just off GP, like, it's because it's like, nah, like you ain't penetrating my shit, yo. Like, no, like, get the fuck back. You know what I mean? You have already a sense of inner power. And if you don't have a sense of inner power, because self-doubt can play in this energy, build it up, baby. Build it up. Build up that inner strength. Build up that solar plexus. You know what I mean? Build up that sacral chakra energy, because it's powerful. It's seated in you. You know what I mean? When you speak, when you talk, you're heard. People listen to you because you naturally just pull people in. You know what I mean? And I think I put psychologist, the psychic, spell casting, probing, messengers of the dead, and cutting conversations. Okay, so if somebody's saying something, because it's fixed water, if somebody's saying something that you don't like, Scorpio, wait till they finished. Okay, wait till they're finished before you cut into the conversation. Okay, you gotta allow people to say what's on their mind and say how they feel. And if you don't agree with it, that's fine. But you just gotta allow people to kind of do them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe sometimes agree to disagree. That's okay too. We get it. You don't like it. You don't understand it. You don't fuck with it. That's great. But keep the things transparent and keep things as fluid as you possibly can. You know what I mean? It's very powerful. You like to talk about conspiracy theories, taboos, especially if we want to talk about just healing this energy and encompassing this energy. I would definitely say for Scorpios to be somewhere where there's water around, a large body of water to help you open up and to help you communicate and get your emotions out. Music would be another thing that's really good. Producing music, making beats and things like that, or composing some type of music or playing some type of instrument to really help you suss out your emotions and things like that. But all in all, this is Mercury and Scorpio for all y'all out there. Yeah, we're gonna be moving on to Mercury and Sagittarius through Pisces next week. Yeah, y'all. I'll see you soon.